Every video I've ever published has been capped off with the same statement: your best life is a 10-pin life. Now, in 2022, I really started the year believing that, and as the workload increased and the stress level at home with having our second child increased and just everything started weighing on me, I started to forget that. I lost what that felt like, and honestly, the last few videos that I did, yeah, I said it, but did I necessarily believe it? Not really. I miss it. So in 2023, this channel is going to be all about one thing, and it's my journey to find that passion that I can actually say your best life is a 10-pin life and say it wholeheartedly again. So to begin that journey, we're just going to start with something simple. This is an article that actually I found in Bowl Magazine last summer of 2022, and it's written by Howard Marshall, and it's just something that kind of rang true for me, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. The best bowling tip I ever received came from a non-bowler, my late father, Howard Marshall Sr. My parents enrolled me in a junior program at Fairlanes Woodlawn in 1970 when I was 8 years old. They would not only drive me to the lanes each Saturday afternoon, they would stay and watch me bowl. I took to the sport quickly, progressing to a 160 average by age 11. My mother was my main cheerleader. However, my father monitored my attitude and temperament on the lanes. One Saturday afternoon, things weren't going so well. After rolling a game that was way below my average, I kicked the ball return and pounded my fist on the score table. Immediately, my father called me back to the concourse to see him. When I did, he sternly warned me, "The next time I see you act that way, I'm taking your ball and shoes away, and you're not bowling anymore." My anger turned to fear because I loved to bowl and I couldn't imagine life without it. Later that evening, my father sat me down and explained that I would never become a good bowler with a poor attitude. He explained that bad shots were part of the game, and what counted most was the end result. My father also said he was okay with me rolling low scores sometimes, as long as I learned from the experience. He stressed that a league or tournament session consisted of 30 or more frames, and instead of getting angry because of a bad game, take things one shot at a time. He agreed to take me to practice bowling on days when schools were closed for the holidays, during winter and spring breaks, and on occasional Sunday afternoons. When I practiced, I bowled 2 3-game blocks, and my father kept score. After each game, we talked about the mental aspect. How did it feel to roll consecutive strikes as well as missed spares, including the dreaded 7-pin? He also asked how I felt rolling a 200 game versus a 130 game. Little did I know, my father was programming my mind to slow down and focus on one shot at a time. These lessons paid me dividends over the course of my adult bowling career. In total, I have had the good fortune to win over 40 tournament titles. Included in these are 3 PBA regional titles, a Maryland Open title, a Greater Baltimore Masters title, and over 20 local and state association titles. In an era where the handicap tournament format is dominant, I am especially proud to have won 6 Scratch All Events titles, the last of which occurred this year in Easton, Maryland at the age of 59. With each tournament, I've had to roll as few as 9 and as many as 25 games in securing the title. Accepting the good with the bad and concentrating on one shot at a time has helped me to outlast my competition time and time again. I have also had my share of performances over the years when I didn't bowl my best. Sometimes when one bowls poorly, they would rather not finish or at least mentally zone out before the last ball is thrown. For me, the early mental lessons learned from my father compels me to focus until the last ball is thrown. Striving to take note of what worked and what did not is key. You never know when, in the future, you'll have to conquer the condition that defeated you in the present. As you progress in the sport of bowling, the mental aspect of your game will carry you well beyond your physical gifts. Learn to calm your mind, stay focused, pay attention to each ball thrown, and remain mentally present during competition. If you do these things, you will be well on your way to becoming a champion. I hope you guys liked it. If you want to see more stuff like this, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, share this one with your friends, and don't forget, your best life is a 10-pin life.